Hey guys, it's Ben. So I decided to look up Roblox movie today to see the quality comparison between what some people are making and RFMC. And it's not good, to be honest. It's not good. So obviously there's this tasteless, sad story, Roblox, whatever, and I don't want to talk about that stuff, so I'm just gonna remove them from the search. And let's filter by this year, okay? So this is stuff that's been made in the last year, you know, just regular kids making movies, you know? And honestly, it's not too good. So let's look at this one. It's got 90,000 views. It's made by a very big channel. And it's just something's off about it, right? So it's just filmed in Roblox. Like, he went to a roleplay place and just said stuff in chat, told his friends to do something. This is probably how I made movies back in 2012, okay? Maybe back in 2014, like, that's when we used to make movies like this, to be honest, you know? It doesn't look cinematic, you know? You just feel like you're watching a Roblox roleplay with the GUI zoomed in, and it's just people like playing around, shooting at random stuff, right? It's not very immersive. It's not cinematic, right? There's just something's off about it. It doesn't look good. Death Note, Roblox horror movie, same deal, right? Just done in random places. Like, what is this? It's just a base plate. It's a base plate, right? Again, empty base plate. Like, what's off in there? Is the world flat? Like, then it's just people talking. They've got themselves named as their characters, right? It's just them like playing around, just WASD, whatever. It's like, I'm not scared, you know? I'm not immersed. I'm not interested in the story or whatever. Like, this scene doesn't freak me out. It just makes me laugh, right? To be honest. To be perfectly honest, okay? The sleepover, same deal. Like, just done in game, same weird style, just people playing in game, can't keep up with the story, no interesting shots, nothing, right? And this isn't how it should be. Like, if you look at other movies that are made in RFMC, like, they look good. They look like if we had seen them a few years ago when we did make movies like this, we'd be like, wow, this is insane. How are we doing that? Most people are just making movies in a very outdated way. Like, they either just make movies in game and roleplay and just turn it into a movie with video editing, you know, or they just completely animate it in Blender. And that's not how it has to be, you know? We can have cinematic movies very easily. It's not hard. I like to think of RFMC as this middle ground where anyone can learn it and anyone can do it, even on like a crap top. It's fast, it's efficient, and anyone can do it, and it's a lot easier than people think. So today I'm just going to give you a quick rundown on how we make our movies. The first step is obviously just getting a set. So for this, we're just going to do a restaurant. So what some people would do if they were like lazy is they would just look up restaurant, right? They would just do this. So let's pick a decent restaurant, an Italian grill. Okay? Alright, so they would probably just do this, and then like, and we're just supposed to pretend there's not just this huge eyesore of blankness outside. And it's not hard to get it very cinematic looking. So the first thing I want to address is the outside, like just like having nothing outside, being very unatmospheric. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up road. Okay, so it won't be too visible, so it doesn't have to be EBR worthy or whatever. Okay, and let's just get like a few buildings to get across the street. Okay, and this isn't hard to find. You can just find a building. Like some of these are pretty good, right? You can just get these like across the street. Okay. Now I'm going for a very dark, eerie, rainy scene, so I'm going to show you how have good looking fog in your game. Look up sky mesh on toolbox. Let's go with this. Okay, let's go to part mesh and make it negative 30,000, negative 30,000, negative 30,000. Okay, so you have this little like orbit around in the sky, and what this will help you do is if you put fog like this, then it will fill in the whole place. So I want the fog to be very close, so let's do 200, and let's extend the road a bit. Okay, good. So if we have a shot like right here, then you probably won't see all the way down that way. You only need what's in the shot, okay? And this is way better, leagues better than just having, you know, a skybox out there like nothingness, okay? So let's set the time to night. Okay, so it's a bit darker. Let's change the fog color. It's a bit darker, and we're gonna find rain particles. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's do it down here. Good, good. Okay. So now we've got rain as well. So there's movement outside. So it looks a little bit more interesting if they're glancing outside. The next step is getting our characters. So what I would do is I would just insert a blank rig. So we're gonna go to character insert on Moon Animator Suite. Make quick characters, okay? So I'm gonna insert my friend Hole. I'm gonna put him in R6 because that's just what I prefer. I'm gonna duplicate him. Now I want the scene to have one man and one woman, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rename one of them to just, I'll name him Joe, and then I'll name the other one Mama. So Joe and Mama. Alright, so let's go in Joe. I'm gonna get rid of these hats, okay? We're gonna put him in the John Wick outfit. So what you do for this is, now that you've inserted one of your friends and they only have the shirts, pants, and body colors on them. So they have all the parts, but the shirts, pants, and body colors. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go to shirt. You're gonna go back to the suit that you want, and you're gonna copy the ID right here. It'll be like roblox.com/catalog/ and there's gonna be a number right here. Right click, copy. You're gonna go back to Roblox Studio. You're gonna go to the Explorer on the right, click shirt, and then go down the shirt template and then paste. And then you'll see like the shirt changed. So we're gonna do the same with the pants. Alright, so he's got a pretty good suit on now. Now for the face, you know, this one I'm not digging, so we're gonna start a new place. And there's this model that has a compilation of different faces that the community has made. Most of them have been made by me, so, you know, yep, I'm blessing to use them. So I want the guy to be in a, you know, too cool for you kind of mood, okay? I want him to be like kind of a strong silent type, okay? So I'm gonna go for, let's see here, this one. So I want this face on my Joe, okay? So what you're gonna do is find the face you want. I want this one. So you're gonna double click on the block while you have the select tool open. You're gonna double click, and you're gonna have the decal highlighted. So now what you do is you go to texture in the properties. You're gonna take the texture ID, copy, go back to your character, and double click on your character's face, go to texture, and then paste. And then he's got his face on. So for the hair and hats and whatnot, we're going to use a tool called load catalog item. Now you're going to find the hair that you want to use. I'm going to go to accessories and hair. Now let's see here. Let's give him some blonde, beautiful hair. So again, roblox.com/catalog/ and the numbers will be there. So those numbers you copy, and you're going to do Control V to paste into this and click insert. So it will say check your workspace. So you're going to see something called asset underscore and then the ID you used. It's going to have your hair there. So all you have to do for a hat is drag it into your model name. So mine is named Joe, so I'm gonna drag it into Joe, and it'll automatically move to the desired place. And I want him to have a bit more, character, so I'm gonna give him some glasses. Copy the ID, load catalog item, insert. It's in a model. Move the hat inside the model into your character, and it'll move. Finally, I just want him to have a little United States flag pin. So let's look up pin. Let's get the American flag pin. Copy the ID. Paste the ID into the plugin. Insert. Open the model. Place it into Joe. There you have it. You have this little character. His name's Joe, and he's got some character. He's got a face with personality. He's got hair and all that. He's got a nice suit on. Now let's do Mama. Again, I don't want any of these on her, so I'm gonna get rid of the hats. I'm gonna go with this dress. Go to the pants. Paste the ID, and then go to the shirt. I'm gonna go to catalog shirt. Got coat. Oh fuck. So let's just go with this trench coat of sorts. Let's replace the shirt. Alright. Now she's got a dress and a jacket. So again, I don't like the face. I don't think it will fit Mama's character. So let's find a new face. Again, just open a new place. Open the faces model and then pick one. So let's just say they're boyfriend and girlfriend. I know I named her Mama, but whatever. And she's very concerned. She wants him to turn himself in and take a deal with the police. And he's like, woman, don't talk to me about my business. So I like this face for this situation. Double click. Copy the ID. Double click on her face. Paste the ID. Wow. It's already, it's all coming together, right? Let's go with this one. Alright, so you're going to copy it. Go to your plugins. Load catalog item. Paste. So go to the asset model. Take the hat. And move into your character. Okay, so we have two people here. Fully ready for filming. Okay. So let's save our place. Make sure you do that. Okay. We're gonna move them into the chairs. Okay. Character proportions now. Okay. We got a nice atmospheric restaurant. Okay. We got a street out there with rain and fog, so it actually looks kind of eerie, And now all we have to do is animate this scene. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your two models and group them. Now I assume you have seen the Moon Animation Suite tutorial video, but I'm going to link some in the description that will help you out. Now I'm going to name this model characters, and I'm going to make a new animation. And we're just going to name it Dinner Argument. Alright. So let's click the plus and let's pick Joe. Click OK. Now we're gonna click Mama. We're gonna click plus, and again, make sure C-frame and rig are selected and click OK. Now you are fully ready to animate your two characters. Alright. So I'm gonna basically all you're gonna do is pose them. So you click R to switch between modes. Okay. So I want him to be a little cocky, a little laid back, a little bit of an asshole. So I'm gonna have him like, you can affect their body language and whatnot. So I'm gonna have him like move him around a bit. Okay, so he kind of looks like an asshole, right? So let's have him like looking the other way, okay? And then let's have her like pleading with him for some reason. He did something wrong, right? There, we've already got them posed, okay? I'm not gonna get into the animation stuff because there's other places where you can find that, and I'm not the best at it. But we have them posed. You're already way far ahead of what most people do in, like, if you look up Roblox movie. We're just gonna film a shot or two. What you film it with doesn't matter, it's up to you, okay? But currently what the meta is in RFMC is Fraps. So how you obtain Fraps, it's up to you. It's like $30, but plenty of other ways to get it, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. There's plenty of ways to get Fraps. You can get the free version. You just have to deal with the watermark. Can't do 10 minutes of footage. But what you do is up to you, okay? I'm filming it at 60 frames, half size, but I'm not recording sound, okay? The video capture hotkey will be right here. So I've got the folder set. I'm gonna minimize it. I know what the video capture hotkey is. So we have them posed and we know what the scene's about. And we're gonna animate them saying a few stuff, okay? First thing, and this is of the utmost importance. This is so important if you want to make it look cinematic, okay? If you just film it like this, there's still something off about it. This is the secret of RFMC, okay? If you know this, you're way far ahead, okay? What you do, and this is really simple. I don't know why a lot of people don't know about this, but all you have to do is go to workspace and go to the camera, okay? Now you're going to go to properties in the field of view. You want to set this between 30 and 50, okay? It's default at 70 because that's good for video games, but for movies, you want the field of view lower, okay? So I'm going to set it to 35. And this is really what makes our movies look better, to be honest. Like, if I had one tip for you to come out of this video, is the FOV needs to be lower, okay? It will look so much better. I'm gonna film a shot like this, okay? Now let's just have her do a little head tilt, okay? And then I'm just gonna have him look a little down. So she's pleading with him, he did something wrong, maybe he's a mob boss or something, right? She's like, please, please don't do this, you know? And he's just not listening to her. So I have my Fraps button set to F9, so I'm going to click that. And then I'm going to click enter to play the animation. That's it. Like, you just filmed the shot. You know, you're so far ahead. Okay? So let's just have her, let's reset the animation. I'm going to change the animation type on that. Oh, shit. Okay. So I'm gonna change it to let's try this one. Okay, so that one looks pretty smooth. I want her to like really seem urgent though, so I'm gonna make it really fast. Okay, so I want an overhead shot so she doesn't seem like she's in power. Seems weaker, okay? I'm recording, click enter. Blah 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 blah, stop being a mob boss, blah blah blah, okay? And I'm gonna have him say, don't ask me about my business. Okay. So I want a lower shot. He's in power. He's a mafia boss or whatever, okay? I'm recording. Click enter. Blah 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 blah. I'm a mob boss, babe. Shut up. You know, blah 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 blah. And then stop recording. Alright, we're just gonna go with that for now. I don't want to film a whole scene with these random people. I don't know who they are, I don't care. But I just filmed a scene, okay? What you edit with is your choice, but if you want to be in the RFMC meta, then you should use Vegas Pro. I use Vegas Pro 16. How you obtain this? Up to you. I'm sure if you join the Discord, then we can help you out with that. Alright, so I'm in my folder of the restaurant scene, okay? I'm gonna open captures, and this is where all your files go. So these are my recordings, and with Fraps it nicely and neatly names them and puts them in order of when you recorded them. So I'm going to drag them into Sony Vegas. The first thing you want to do is click the settings tool, and you want to customize these a bit. So I'm going to do 1920 by 1080, which I would suggest if you have a bad computer, just do 1280 by 720. Set this to none progressive scan. You can keep this as 8-bit if you want, it doesn't matter. Change this full resolution and rendering quality to best, and then save this as Roblox film. I'd also suggest you keep the frame rate at 30, it just looks better. So click apply and click OK. So let's put in our first shot in here. And then when this pops up, do you want to set your project video settings to match this media? You click no, okay? So there's a really quick tip that you can do for automatic black bars. This is how I like to do them. So you right click and click insert video track. Now go to more, go compositing mode, and then click multiply mask. Now go to media generators, and then you're gonna scroll down until you see solid color. And then you're gonna click white, and you're gonna drag it onto the timeline. Now what you're going to do is go to the square, the event, pan, and crop. And you're going to hold control and do the same thing. And you can do black bars like this. Do however much you're comfortable with, whatever you think looks normal, you think will fit the vibe of your movie. I think that I can work with this, okay? Now you're going to hold event, pan, and crop. And I'm going to set up the shot to be a bit more cinematic, okay? I want it a little rotated, okay? Alright, so I got my first shot, okay? Make the black bars a bit smaller. Alright, now you're going to insert another video track on top of all this. And you're going to go to titles and text. I'm going to click default. Now make this a bit smaller to a size that you are comfortable with. Again, this is all what your preference is, what your style is, okay? I'm gonna name her Veronica, okay? Let's just have her say police going to get involved, you know? Something like that, you know? I'm not working off a script right now, okay? Now what you're going to do is you want to have it in the middle of down here, okay? At least that's what RFMC usually does. So what you're going to do is drag it down. Okay. I think it looks good there, okay? Now you're going to go down to location and you're going to change this back to 0.5. That way it's centered in the screen. So Veronica says, are the police going to get involved? I also want her to have a different color, so let's go with something light, something that would fit Veronica. So let's do something like that, okay? Are the police going to get involved? And then I'm just gonna have a shot of him like this, okay? I just want a shot of him like that. Just refusing to answer. Okay. I'm just gonna have a shot like that. Before he moves his head, I'm gonna duplicate it a bit so it's a repeating shot. Now, generally I also like to have the text fade in and out. So I'm going to fade this in for about a second. Are the police going to get involved? So usually I assume that people are slow readers. So I I read the line out. Are the police going to get involved? And I count to 2. And then I fade it out. So let's just do that. So let's cut it there. And then just have a shot of him just looking, okay? Comfortable amount. So I think, let's see, awkward silence, awkward silence. Let's stop it there. Cut all these. So let's just have her wait a second, and then right as she moves, I want her to be like, just have her say something like, say, Brandon, you know what'll happen if you get caught, and then let's have her get interrupted. I'm gonna decrease the scale a bit instead of turning the font down. So let's just set it to 0.650. You can find that right here. Okay. Veronica says, Brandon, you know what will happen if you get caught. And because she's getting interrupted, I'm not gonna fade it out, okay? I'm just gonna cut it off here, and the shot gets cut off, okay? Now you're gonna drag your next clip. The fuck? I'm not trying to play Subway Surfer. I'm gonna drag it to him immediately moving his head. Just nice, calm, and stoic, okay? I'm gonna copy this one from here, okay? I'm gonna paste it by clicking Control V. I'm gonna have it also fade in, but a bit faster, so I know he's saying it very, like, immediately. I don't want it to just pop up on the screen, but I want it to still fade in. So I'm gonna have Brandon say, told you not to ask me about my business. She's a mob boss, okay? I want him to have a conflicted color. You know, he's in the mob game, but he doesn't want to be. So let's do a some kind of orange, okay? Or maybe yeah, orange, a light orange, okay? I like orange for Brandon. I think it fits him. So I'm gonna increase the scale a bit again. Okay. So she says, Brandon, you know what will happen if you get caught. And then, I told you not to ask me about my business. Okay? And then he says that, and it fades out. Okay? We just filmed the scene. We filmed a short scene, you know? And it looks cinematic. It looks better. Okay? It doesn't look like a shitty, you know, in-game Roblox, like, roleplay with people talking. It looks like a movie. Okay? We just filmed a basic movie with free models, very quickly, efficiently. It's really not hard. And when you play around with this quite often, then you find little tricks to make your movie look a little more cinematic. Like in Numbers, I had cars that moved in the background constantly, and I had people walk around, and you know, I'd have little mannerisms on my characters specifically for them. Like if it was their character, then they might be more inclined to like be a little quirky or whatnot. So you just gotta play around with it. That's all you have to do. And that's how you make a Roblox movie look cinematic. I hope you enjoyed that, and good luck.